everyone, welcome to the Python lab, and today in lab practice we try to do a new topic, that is the scale of measurement. You please have a look. Today we try to do the practice on the scale of measurement, or other words you can see understand the variables uh, type in line with data. Okay, or another way we can also say abstract that the data type. So in data analysis, we have to understand there are basically major four type of a data, or we can say the scale of measurement, because we have to measure the data or scale the data for analysis. So that is important. So here you will see first data type is the nominal. So nominal is very important. That means to say like a ID of a student, example the gender of a student. There we will have only some category. So category mean to say example 1 2 3 somehow, but here you will see the gender can be male or female, boy or girl student. So ID can be example 1 2 3 or something. So think about like this is like a ID, or here it is a gender. That means it looks like a nominal. Sure, we can also call that a nominal categorical. Okay, so second type of a variant of data, ordinal, where we have some order. Okay, order mean to say the rank. So example here, satisfaction, very good example of a satisfaction here. So it can be some order, example 1 2 3 4 and 5. But in the case of gender we will have only example male is 1 and 2 is a female or boy, like that. Okay, so if you want to take one more category you can take it. So this is the example 1 2 3. Please have a look here, but it is not important. You can give example 10 and 20 or 30. So it is also okay, right? So this is basically the way. Similarly you can have example colors. So color is a very good example of the nominal category. So ordinal mean to say there is some order. Okay, and here we have no any order. Example here we can also write a 20 as well. Okay, example 3. So 10 mean to say male or 22 mean to say female. So here I can see there is no order, it is a fix. Okay, this is important. So now, so ordinal we have is some order. It can be ascending or descending. So the third type of a data is a ratio. Ratio mean to say where we have to be find out example a number. So weight can be example any numeric value, right? Numeric value and type of a continuous value. Example, you can give the continuous value example 20.6. This is the weight, and 40.8. This looks like say continuous value, numeric value. Okay, similarly here we will also have a interval. Interval mean to say example temperature. I given the good example, the temperature. So temperature of the room or temperature of the body, something like that, you can understand. So example 22 degree. Okay, and here 35 degree. Okay, so this is the basically the example 45 and so on. That's why please try to see this is the temperature is the type of a interval. Why it is important is because the difference is because when we apply some parametric test, these are the important criteria. We have to use the both. We have to check the data should be ratio or maybe interval. That is important in the parametric type of a test. And in other analysis we can also try this one for nominal and ordinal. So please have a look. I have some data set here. This is a hypothetical data again here. Please, you can assume as example this is a student type of a data where we have a student ID, example 1 2 3 4 5 up to 11. So please have a look, 11 students observations we have. An example student will have gender, maybe boy or girl. Here I put the male or female, it is not important. So example satisfaction. So satisfaction with the study, or somehow maybe the neutral, or satisfy, unsatisfy, neutral, satisfy. And can you see this is the satisfaction score. It's not a score, just we put in the natural language. So temperature, that is the number I told you. Temperature is the some number, example 22 degree. This can be the body temperature if we are considering the student data set. Okay, so think about this is like a temperature here, like a degree or somehow. Okay, please try to see. And the last column is the weight. Example, the student weight is 90, 45 or something like that. So guys, please have a look here. This is a basically data set, and this is stored into the scale.csv file, right? So we have a comma separated file, right? So please try to see, I put it here. That please have a look. The last two column only have some numbers. That means a numeric value. Please have a look. This is the numeric value or like a continuous value here. Okay, so it is possible. That's why we can say this looks like a interval or uh, ratio scale. We have to think about that. But important difference is here. What is the ratio? So please try to see, because here you can take the example. Suppose here under the ratio we can see this is the weight. So ratio is a very good example. Weight or maybe height, this is a good example. Please see here, try to think about 90 and this 40. So we can also put it here, example 40, 45 here. It's okay. Think about, so it looks like it can be the double weight, right? So example 45 multiply by 2. Okay, or maybe you can, if you want to get a ratio, example 45, it should be 2. So please have a look. This looks like a ratio. Okay, that makes sense. That means it is the completely double, right? So this is good idea. That's why we have to understand the variable or the data type. So weight can be only the ratio type, because it makes sense. So if you talk about, and also even more important that we have to think about, because if we talk about example, if somebody has a 0, so 0 can't cannot be possible for the weight. Okay, so because 0 is, there is no weight. So that's why it is called the ratio variable. This is the important. And second here, if we talk about this temperature here, so what is the temperature difference is, because here you will see we have to think about example 25, and we take this two example 22 and 25. So see the difference, 22, 25 and 22 should be 3. That means the difference looks a significant. Okay, and also here in case of uh, previous weight, 45 minus 45, it is 45. That means please have a look, this difference is also valuable. Okay, so difference is good here. So difference matters in the case of a temperature, and also the ratio is also measure here. Okay, because ratio is also possible. So that's why two things are important in the case of a ratio variable, right? What, this difference, it makes sense, and also the ratio. Okay, and also we can say the 0 is not possible. It means to say not a true type of a 0. But here in the case of a interval, please, if you want to find a difference, it looks like a 3. That means it looks a significant. So but we cannot say here the temperature, example, you cannot say here example the temperature example 50 degree is not twice as a hot as 25 degree. So that means we cannot say if there is a 50 degree temperature. Okay, not like a very hot where temperature is 10 degrees. Think about, so it's not the make sense, it's not a feasible here. That's why we need to be count such a data or variable in the type of a temperature, but the type should be interval. So that is important. Temperature we have to understand, this is a interval type of a data. Very nice example. And in the real life you can also take example IQ. So you can also think about IQ marks or somehow, this is also important. Okay, because similarly example here, weight cannot be 0. Okay, so that was the ratio. Similarly, iq cannot be 0. That's why iq can be the ratio type of a data. Okay, so there can be more example. So please think about, this is the idea. So where we have some order, we can say this is ordinal, right? And where you have some category, and ordinal is also the category we have. Okay, so that's why we have to understand. So ordinal also we have a category, so we can also say that ordinal categorical data, right? Ordinal categorical sample, ordinal category variable. Similarly here, nominal categorical variable, nominal categorical sample, something like that you have to be pronounced. So please see, there should not be any issue to understanding the category and type of the actually data. That is important. So I hope you can understand. So now we try to focus on some operation and some workout on this type of a data. So first of all, please try to import such a library, which is important, NumPy and Panda, that is important. So that is important to use some library. Now what we have to do, we have to be try to start the practice. So first of all, what we want to do, we have to be read our file. So how we can read our file? To use the data frame here. Okay, create a data frame, and you can example here, uh, np, sorry, here we will use a panda, and we will have a csv. Okay, what we wanted to use here, we have to put our file. So what is the file name? Give the right file name, scale dot csv. Okay, so I hope my file is readable. Let's see, and print that data frame very easily, and try to call the script, and you will see what is the result. So I'm able to print this whole data, different type of a data file, but I wanted to remove from here. Okay, because these are some columns separated file. So let's see, it should be readable in front of you, so that is important to understand, right? So let's see, it will be done by very soon. To do that, have a look here, we have some table structure again here. So row and column structure, that is table, that is the data frame here. Okay, so data frame value is available. Now please have a look, we have a such a data id, gender, satisfaction, temperature, and the weight. So think about, so now up to your choice what operation you want to do. Some we need to go by the rule, or some need go by the some sense or logical way. So first of all, let's go with this nominal data. So in the nominal data, what we wanted to do, let's see, consider the nominal data. Okay, so how we can print the nominal data? First of all, if you want to print specific column, so you have to be uh, use here the column name. Think about example, you want to go by the gender. So you can also go by the ID, but better to go by the gender. And please put in this type of a indexing here, gender. So which column should be pick here? The gender should be pick here, not all. Okay. So please here, you are able to print only gender. That means that you are going to extract from this whole data sample the only gender here. Okay. Only the values here right now, because gender we are thinking about the header here. So gender all value is printed. Same way you can print other values. Okay, other column values, example satisfaction, id, and weight, temperature, you can do very easily. Okay, now what we can do here, so first operation what we wanted to do, let's try to do on this gender example here. First of all, I wanted to clear the screen here. So here I wanted to example count, or frequency of records under that. frequency. So if you want to get a frequency of the any samples under the specific column, so how we can do that? Important is use the print command. Directly you can use the print command here. So under the print command, so what is the target? We have to be example give the uh, constant frequency count. Okay, frequency count here. Okay, and after frequency count, what we can do here? So here we have to be put a comma, and I would like to use the data frame panda. Okay, so data frame panda, because PD is the license here. So after panda, what we can use? We can use a important function, that is the series. Okay, you can use the series here. So what is the series? So series is a very important function in the panda, which basically convert the list into the panda series. So basically it will be labeled as a one dimensional array. Okay, so here what we can pass here, we have to pass here a list here, and in the list we have to pass the list, but before that we have to be uh, create a list first. So we can create a list here. How we can create a list here? Create a customize list variable here, and call the data frame and put it here gender. Okay. So now here this is also important. What we can do here? We have to also pass the list here. So list is also passed here, and after that we can you have to be uh, find out example the function which is important. So function need to be example count. So we can example here count value here. Okay, so you can use a value underscore count. Please remember it should be like this method function. Okay, please see here. Right now I think it is successfully executed here, and we want to call the script, and let's see here. So can you see here there are some type of a names over here, example male, female, and male, email. So it looks like a misprint here. So here you can go by the real name here, again this. So now I think it will be okay because it was the misprint. Look here. So please try to look. So here, this is the data set here right now. Let's go to the script file here. Now please have a look. So here, what is this line of script is simply uh, printing the value of the each class, subclass under the label, under the column. Okay. So again, the panda series. So what is this series? That is important. That will basically create a one dimensional array simply. So that convert the list actually. Okay, so that convert the list and give the series. So that's why, and that value I can count with the value underscore count, and you will see here I can see the six male students are here and five female students are here. Okay, so first task is to count operation or frequency operation on the specific column as you want, right? So you can do very easily. Okay, now this is important. Now there is a one more task you can do it here. Example, right now we can also see here uh, which uh, which value repeated much, that is called the, I think, mode. So here we will see this is the mode. So mode, that is the mode which value coming most frequently. Okay, that is called the mode. So there are a couple of type of a mode. So here how we can do that here, just try to copy from here and just we will see, and here you can write a mode of gender in this column. So here we don't need this uh, uh, bd dot series. I think we don't need this one. We don't want to calculate here. Okay, so here pd dot series, this is okay, and here we can call the mode. I hope it should be here. Yes, it is method is available for you. Okay, now let's see the mode will come out or not. So have a look here. One more variable coming over here. Example, it is asking that there is one more argument over here. That is, I think we have two values here, but we can just try to see PD series, and it can be mode here. Spelling is very bad here. Let's see. Look here, please use mode, mode. I think this is okay. Otherwise we will, because this was the another function here. Yes, it is good now. Please have a look here. So here you will see, I can see this is the zero position because it will retrieve the mode here. So I can see the male is repeated 6 times. That means male instance is coming more as compared to the female instances. So you can see just like a greater value over here. So which is repeating more time. You can also cross check here. Okay, male is coming how many times? 6 times. Female is less time. So that is called the mode. So what happens here? So basically it will create a, or maybe it will call the maximum mode here. So there can be one mode, there can be two mode, depending upon the way. Another way you can also try example here. There is another way we can also do here. We have to import one more package. Other way example, import statistics. You can also import this one, and directly you can use it. If you don't want to use a panda, or here we can use a directly statistics package here. So after statistics package we have to just directly call this mode. Okay, so now this mode will be available for your list. Which list? Gender list. Okay, and I hope it should show the same, because sometimes we use the statistics package as well. So let's see. So we have the same results here. Okay, that means you have a two options. You can use the statistics package, or you can use the panda package. So this is your choice how to use the different way to check out the mode. Okay, so this is the way. So now what does the basically this mode? So mode mean to say which is coming many time. Example, first time, many time. So example, biomodal, multimodal. So modal can be also basically types here. So we have to understand that one. Let's try to see here. Let's see. In that case, we have a example 5. Okay, so let's try to make it equal. So let's see what will happen right now. So suppose we want to make knowingly this last candidate as a female here, right? Let's try to change the value, and now you will see previously it was male. Okay, it was here, but this time what will happen? Let's see, it is coming the female here over here. Okay, so what we do here, we try to commentize this one. We use only one to show the less data. I hope, can you see right now here? So females are more here right now. Okay, so female is the more. So similarly you can also put one more, and here now you will see both are the same, right? So here please have a look here, because both are the same, but still the system is saying female is the mode and male is the mode. That means by default this mode is giving the two modes. How many modes are there? It will print every example female and male are equivalent. In that case, the solution is go with the indexing. Okay, because you want to print a zero, whatever the come first. Okay, so please use zero here. The female should become who will be the first modal, right? Female is there. If you want to print the second mod mean to say the second majority. So now male is has a majority. Previously, the female has a majority. Okay, so you understand. I hope you can get it. What case you have to use which method. Okay, so basically by default it will print all the majorities. So I should say majority. Okay. Okay, so hope you can get it here. This was the mode. Okay, so let's see what we can do more here. So that is important to understand here. Sometime you can understand example mode way. Example, let's try to do it here. So here in this example, I wanted to remove this summary code. Okay, so right now here you will see I have a two male and one female. Okay, so what will be the result in the case of this mode? Okay, so male has a majority. That male has a majority and female has a not majority, that is a minority. In that case, who is the winner? Male is the winner. So that means if in that case, what we can say, that means this what type of a uh, modalities. This is called the unimodal. So what we can say, this is like a unimodal. I can also write here, this is a unimodal. That means only one guy he has a majority. Okay, example, boys male has a majority who occurs many of time as a majority, right? That is the unimodal. So in another case, what we can say, that is the biomodal, when two values equally contributed as a majority. That means boys and girls are the same, example equal majority. Right now here you have a male and female here, and you can put it here, example one more uh, record here, right? So now male and females are equivalent. Okay, so in that case what we can do, we have to be check out. Don't forget to save your file, and then you can see the latest result here. Now 2 equal to, okay, so that means what is the name of this? So what we can say right now, this is called the uh, biomodal. Okay, so this is not a unimodal, biomodal. It's okay. Now the third case is the multimodal. So when multimodal, example more than two value equally frequent, more than two value. So right now we have a only two values which is equally coming out. So you can also think about example, you can take here one more example. Let's see, we can see any other guy over here. Okay, so in that case what will happen here? So you will see here we have a three categories are equal. So in that case we have to change the name. Okay, so that is called the multimodal. Okay, so please guys have a look. So that means we can use a mode in a different ways. Okay, so previously if you see I use such a options, it will only work in the case of a biomodals or multimodals. If it is a unimodal, it is not okay. Okay, because there will be only one answer. So that is important. So please think about and careful to use this mode function, that is important. Okay, now what we can do, we have to be change our data set again here. Here, let's see. I hope I can go by the previous values. Yes, now you can see I just did the undo, and we have the same data set again, right? Okay, so let's try to do here some more operations. So we just think about, we just did the only modal on the nominal variables. So now we discuss about another variables here. So what variable we had previously? So let's try to do with the here ordinal, right? This is the ordinal. So here the plan is to be work with the ordinal data, right? So in ordinal data, so please think in ordinal data, what is our uh, ordinal feature here in the file? This is the satisfaction, right? Pick this name from here. Okay, you can copy and we can set our data frame same like here. Okay, so here just change the value. Okay, and here you can write a change the variable, and here you can see set here, as here we will see set. Okay, frequency count and mode of gender. Here you can see this is the variable name, right? Think about that. So what we have now, just we nothing we did, we just pick our column name satisfaction, which is under the different type of a values. Okay, there is some strings here. Okay, so here what we can do here for such a data. So first of all, we can try to check out how it works here. So let's see the result. So here you can also see we can count out how many neutrals students there. Neutral who has a response neutral, 6 people, 6 students, satisfy 4, and unsatisfied 2, right? So total there were sample example 12 here, right? So you can see these are the 12s here. We can also print 12. Okay, so it is clear right now, and here you will see here in this case mode is not okay, so we have to think about it is 0 right now. That means we should not use this mode. There is another way we can use it that is important, that is the median we use. If you remember in stat or mathematics we use the median. So what is the median? Median is nothing, it is only the simple value, which is the mid value, right? So we have to think about, we should use the median. So nothing we try to change here. Let's see we have a median or not. So in the statistical functions, let's try to do it here. First here what we do, in this time we try to use, let's see here statistical function, and let's see we have the satisfaction list we can pass, and here median, can you find the median? So this type of a data median is a more suitable right now because we cannot analysis with the mode, right? So here we try to do it median. You will find here there is some error, that means there is some string, that means median is working with some numbers here. So what we have to do, we have to change this value what we had previously, this one neutral satisfy, into the numbers. So how we need to be changed into the number? So in Python it is very important. So what we can see here, we have to be do the map these string into numeric values. We try to do that. Okay, that is called the mapping. So mapping is important. So first of all what we can do here, so we have to be create a variable encode. So basically it is not a variable, we are going to create a dictionary here. So under dictionary you have to find out which code you want to give. Example here we have this value. Okay, we have a neutral and we have a satisfied, right? Please check the same which should be in your file. Okay, otherwise it will be the error. So here example unsatisfied. Okay, so we just copy and put it here. So now you can set the value accordingly. So example, unsatisfied looks like a, you can give the value 1. Okay, because it is a dictionary, so idea is to be, because dictionary is important. So if you please know how to use the dictionary, please have a look on the previous some specially video where we discuss about the only dictionary. So dictionary rule is this, right? So if we can give manually any code which you want here, so this is good, so we can put it here. So second is unsatisfied suppose 1, and neutral you can give suppose 2. Okay, here example 2, and satisfied you can give suppose here 1, 2, and 3. So this is your scale here. Just your idea or your own numbers. That is called the simple numbering or labeling and coding. Okay, and then after, what we can do, we have to be create on new data frame. So in this new data frame, what is the task? Task is because you will call the list here. Okay, what is the list name? Setted. Okay, set here. This is the set. So basically it will represent your whole column, right? And now here you will use a very important functions on the panda, that is map. Okay, so under the map, what you will do, you will put your dictionary. Okay, so now here your numbers are ready, numeric values are here based on your encoding. So this is df1. So I hope this time this issue should be solved. Let's please have a look here. It looks like a good. So mode looks like a 2 here. Okay, that means we are able to convert the values very easily. Okay, so this way guys you can easily find out the mode. So mode basically is the sorry, not mode, this is a median. Median mean to say the mid value. So mid value you can find here, example here, some mid value here. So if you want to print the mid values here, so you can print the value here. We will use the important values here. Here print def, and here satisfaction, right? And after satisfactions, what we can print here, dot values, right? So you can use this, and let's see what will be the answer here. Yes, I can print it as a value as a list here horizontally, right? So I think it is so good. And this is for the only first frame here, right? And if you wanted to do the same, so what we do here, you can do with the this data frame. Which data frame? This data frame. Try to see this data frame value because we encoded. Okay, so some numbers, right? Please have a look. These are the number encoded. That means neutral has a 2, satisfy has a 3. Can you see right now what we planned in our encoding dictionary? This is the same. So right now you please have a look here. This is the mid value over here. So example here, these are the value. 2 is here. This is the 2 here. Okay, so please have a look. This is the basically median value, mid value. Okay, so this way you can use the median value. Okay, that is important to do that. Okay, so same way you can use a example count here. Example here, let's see what we can do here. Let's see here. So what more operation you can also try, example set dot count. So what will happen? It will just count sat.count. So here you will see what will happen. This will count the records here. You can also apply here. So 12, right? So 12s are here. So you can also count if you want. This is the operations you can also try. Okay. And if you wanted to use the values, so here you can use a value counts, which we used previously. You can also try value counts. So you will see this will also give you the some results here. So here you will check, this will also give you the count. It will also count the values actually, right? And let's see here, it will count for you. Can you see right now here? Same way which we used previously. So guys, this way you can count some you can do some operations like a count values, count the records, or print the values, and median value you can print very easily, or count the estimate the median value, right? That is important. So one more operation you can try to do it if you want. Example here, let's try to see if we wanted to remove this one here. So here what we can do, okay, so one more you can also try, that is important. So you can use example sort. You can also try to sort your list. Basically we did this method previously in some labs, but here because we are working with the file, that is also important to know. So what we can do here, so we can use a np dot sort. Okay, and here you can pass your df1, because df1 has some numbers, right? So let's see what will happen here. Right now it will basically sort your data frame values. Okay, can you see this is the data frame value? It can also be so, but sorting is not okay, but if you want you can do that. Okay, and if you want to make it a reverse sorting, reverse sort of this whole, in that case we will use the slicing. If you remember, please have a look on my slicing video in the list. We did that, and in that way you can process your opposite type of a sorting. So that is the reverse sorting. So guys, I hope you can do such a operation on the ordinal type of a data, or maybe ordinal categorical type of a data, right? That is important. So now we talk about the next data. Okay, which type of a data we had in the beginning? Ratio. Okay, let's see, weight. So here let's go for the, let's try to change our little bit script code. So here we will focus on the ratio. Okay, ratio mean to say which variable is the ratio here? The weight. Okay, so weight, please try to use that variable here. Now please focus here, this is the weight. Okay, because your target should be that column. Okay, and you can also change your variable, example wt. Okay, frequency count can be the same, you can count it, it can be possible. And here you can also try, mapping is not important because it is already the continuous value. So please remove this encoding, and you can also print the value if you want. So here you can put the weight over here, and you can also remove it, and also remove it here. And mode of mode, it is not important here right now, but you can try, but it doesn't make sense to use here. Okay, so this is not mode, actually this is the median. But we don't also use the mode or median over here, but as a numeric value we can try. Okay, this is also here. And sorting you can also try, and reverse sorting you can also try. So what will happen now? So what we can do here, so let's see, it will give the result. So results in front of you, please have a look here. So this is our column here. So what was the column? Weight. So weight here, it will first give the whole values column, and it will give the how many 90s, example 2 2. Okay, this will show us. And here, that is show the occurrence, it comes two times, it comes one times. And here this is the list practically, and this is the median value. So median value is giving the result is 77. Okay, that means here is a 77 here somewhere. But this is not a good result for analysis in statistics if we have a such type of a ratio type of a data, right? Because we cannot because 77 is very far from this data, 66. Okay, and similarly from 45, this is not good. So better idea to use the average. Actually average mean to say mean. So such type of a data, this is not okay. So similarly mode you can see here 90 is not suitable. Okay, so think about that, but we calculated it, so that's why sorting is also done, reverse sorting is also done. But which is the real analysis, that is important. So idea is to be use not this mode median. We will use here the average. That is important operation on this data mean. Okay, so here you have to use mean. So statics library, we have this mean. Okay, so I also try to use one more option with the numpy. You can also try the numpy, same here. Okay, so you have two options, statistics and numpy. Please see whatever you feel good, please try to use that. So here you can see I can easily find out the average with two different options, right? So guys, I hope you can get it. For such a data we need the mean score actually. Okay, so mean score looks say 72. So 72 comes here. Can you see right now? So it looks like a mid value, so it looks like a justify, that is good right now. So but here the average is very good, 72. But one more analysis you can do. Example here, what we can do here, standard deviation, that is important. uh, Here you can also try SD. Okay, so SD is also available here, I think, standard deviations. Okay, and also you please try in the statistics, it will also be there, I hope. Check out. So SD will also, can you see this is looks like a highly variant, like a highly standard deviation. So this is looks like a 14. You can, if you can add in 72, so that can be the maximum. If you are minus from 72, it can be the lower value, right? Like this 45 or somehow. Okay, so guys, this way you have to be use such a important operation for your analysis on the ratio type of a scale. Okay, what is left? Let's see. One is interval. You can also try with the interval, the same way you can try. But what operation you can do? We can do the same operations whatever we have right now. So this is the temperature here, right? So temperature is the same, we have the interval, right? So what we can do here, so temperature I change here, just try to change the column here. Every code should be the same. And here you can also try, everywhere you can change it. This is the string, you can put it as it is here. And mode of the temperature and sorting also should be the same, you can try. But mode and median is not okay, but some case you can try. But mean is standard deviation is good because it's a numeric and continuous value. And if you want to change this WT, you can put it, or up to your choice, let it be the same. Okay, because it will not impact. impacting is the good result. So let's see here. Now we have changed it. So mean to say in temperature less variation. Standard deviation is 3 and average is 23. So the body temperature looks like the same 23 here. Okay, with the both methods. This is the reverse option. This is the ascending and descending order. This is the mode. Mode you can see 26. Okay, mode mean to say which is repeating 26. It is two times. That's why it is the mode here, right? But with the help of 26 we cannot you can say that measurement is good. Okay, so here you will see 26 temperature over here. So you will see here 26 and there is a difference between 26 and 14. It is not okay, right? So median you will see 24. So better you should use the average here 23. Okay, so 23 is good. So please try to see in such a data we can use a different type of operation based on the need. So this is all the descriptive way you can understand. In the last, let's go to the conclude our session. So I'm going to conclude the session here. So today, what was the topic here? The parametric test, the basically vital rule. So which rule we discuss about here? The important is the scale of the measurement. So mean to say data, variables, what type we can have in the data analysis. This is the base actually. So nominal, we discuss about example, the ID, gender, or in the real life color, this is important. So similarly in the, you will see what can be the type of under this mode. If you have a mode, you want to apply the mode operation, example how many type the any value comes repeated. So unimodal, that means one most frequent value, that is simple, that is a one value has the majority. If two value has the majority, bimodal. If more than two value has the majority, multimodal. Okay, and there is a nothing, no majority, only simple, that means there is no mode. Okay, simple example, male, female, okay, and other. So there is no repetition, that means it is a no mode we have. Okay, so the operation we can apply frequency, count, or mode. Similarly we discuss about the order or ordinal category type of a data, example satisfaction level, agreement level, likeness level, something like that. Okay, where we have some order. Then we can apply median. Okay, or maybe sorting, descending, or count, some operation basic we can try. And also we can also see very easily example ratio, example weight, height, income, distance. This is a real world example. You can take your own example file and try to do the practice. Operation what we did, mean, sort, count, values, mode, do, but justify is the mean. Interval, that is the, we have a interval, that is the temperature, IQ scores, calendar years, and time of the day. In this example, in this today lab session, I use the temperature. So similarly you can use such a variable for intervals type of a data. So operation is the same again, mean, sorting, the base one. So basically these three below two are important for the parametric test actually. This is the first assumptions rule of the parametric test. So we will discuss more assumptions and rule in my coming labs, we will see. So guys, it was my plan for today. So thank you very much. If you have any question or query, you can ask me in the comment section, and we will see in the next lab with a new practice and new topic. Thank you very much. Bye bye.